Justice Chandrasekhar. In particular, my pranams to both of you, and I must tell you that you have moved on from the Karnataka High Court, but the rest of us who have stayed on there immensely miss you in those courts. And the memories that we cherish of appearing before you and debating points of law and life will always keep us going. Dr. Mallikarjun, the principal, Dr. Anita, all the faculty members, incidentally a lot of money. I am also conscious that it is closing to 7 o'clock on a Sunday evening and it's not a very good thing to sit down and listen to lectures. But that said, I know that's information for me to stop, but I will. I am extremely happy, and I was not so happy when I received the invitation to come here on a Sunday afternoon, and I must confess, I said, I have to finish an arbitration in the morning, Sunday afternoon is the questions. Mind you, Justice Villappa and Justice Chandrasekhar are the two kindest judges you can find on earth. But even they did not spare you. They asked multiple questions. All of this is fantastic. But I noticed one fact, and I want to share that fact with the audience. Out of the team of 6 people who came up to the finals, 5 were women. That is a fantastic thing for our profession. The biggest problem in the legal profession and the biggest problem in the litigation vertical of the legal profession is this divide of gender. We do not have as many female advocates joining the profession and standing at the bar to go on to grow into being the leading lawyers of this country. And I believe that the change has occurred today. If each one of you take this forward, I have no doubts that the future of the legal profession is in the safest of hands. The second most important thing which I want to share with you is all of us, and not so long ago even I, all of us go through this path of walking through legal education and reaching a mode where we actually have 2 roads ahead of us. And as Henry Wordsworth Longfellow said, the road not taken is the question. Many of us opt towards corporate careers because a few lakhs of rupees come your way. When I graduated from the National Law School and wanted to kind of explore the possibilities of what I will do in the future, I had 2 options. Either at that point of time, which is more than 2 decades away, at that point of time, either take a lakh of rupees as a salary from a corporate entity, which was then India's largest corporate major, or get 1,250 rupees because I was from National Law School. Otherwise, I would have got 1,000 substitute to hard work. You can work smart, you can work with technology, you can work with all the tools that God gives and technology gives your way. But there is no substitute to hard work. I have not accept your mistakes and go forward. The problem is that we believe as lawyers that legal profession is a battle of egos. It is not. The legal profession is a battle of wits. If you can actually remember that all the time and say that yes, it is a battle of wits and therefore I have to win it every time, and have the humility to remember that if you fail, you accept that defeat, build on it, and as Napoleon said, you don't win or lose because of any inherent tenacity. You win or lose because of your preparation. And when you're actually in that cherished scenario of technology aiding you and all financial wherewithal being with you, I don't think anybody in this auditorium is hard pressed for the basic necessities of life. Now, if that is what it is, if God has already put you on the threshold, He has started you in a multi-storied building, not at the basement, but possibly at the 5th or 6th floor. If being 4th and 5th year students, you can deliver what you did, I have no doubts in my mind that I have to be extremely careful in my profession that once you get in, I will have stiff competition. And my immense congratulations to KLE and particularly to you, Doctor, for having given the students the kind of infrastructure and facilities that you have given. The fact that you have oriented them to do what they did over the last 1 week is, I think, more important than anything that anyone else could have given them in terms of legal education. I'm really proud of each one of you. Thank you. Jai Hind.
Thank you, sir. Your words have given us a wonderful insight into the profession. And thank you so much for sharing your personal experiences with us. I'm sure your words will ring in our ears for years to come. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we approach the most awaited part of today's event, the announcement of results.
Amity Law School, Delhi. Youth Hampi. Universities of Nikita Shenoy, Mithilesh Gaur. Sava. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Support and inspiration for all of our activities and also for being present today and for the words of wisdom. Sir, I would like to read over the salutation we have presented through the plaque. Honorable Mr. Justice H. Bilapaji, personification of humility and the epitome of honesty. Found an expression of a teacher in your judgeship and our dream to find in future your judgeship among the teachers. Inspiration in all our academic activities. Honorable Mr. Justice A.V. Chandrasekharan, platitude found no place in the courtrooms, with verbiage absent in the eloquent orders, standing true to the dignity and worth of humanity, with the undauntable honesty and integrity, the flame-like purity of life, inspires us to be truthful in any social strife. Our folded and salute to you, sir, for blending just to the legs to ensure human welfare. Thank you so much. For such a long time and enthusing us all with the words of experience and the definite words of wisdom, especially for giving a call for all the participants to join the litigation practice. Thank you so much. We look forward to hear you again and having a pleasant experience with us. For 3 days, over 75 advocates, members of the judiciary and members of the academia have helped us in selecting the best teams and in conducting this program. I thank all of them. Witnesses, it is you, volunteering witnesses, it is you who helped the teams and helped the judges to test the mettle. I thank you all for doing the good job. My dear staff and student friends and volunteers, I know the pains that you have taken.